Good morning, welcome to Sandhia's World. Today we'll be making high protein bagels. If you've seen our pretzel recipe, it's very similar to that, just a couple extra ingredients. So I'm going to show you what you need. So we're going to start with our all-purpose flour, Greek yogurt, some salt, baking soda, and then some seasoning. We're using wood fire garlic. And then for some of the toppings, we'll be using cheese, a jalapeno, and sun-dried tomatoes. So we're gonna add 2 cups of flour. Okay, and then we're gonna use 1.5 cups of Greek. Now we'll do a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay, and then I'm gonna give this a mix and then come back to add the Greek yogurt. Now that that's mixed, I'm going to just add some of my seasoning. So I'm using that wood fire garlic. Just put as much as you want. It tastes good regardless, so I'm putting a little bit of that because we like garlic in this household. And then I'm gonna add 1.5 cups of Greek yogurt. And then we're gonna give this a mix. Now that that's mixed, I'm going to just add some of my seasoning. So I'm using that wood fire garlic. Just put as much as you want. It tastes good regardless, so I'm putting a little bit of that because we like garlic in this household. And then I'm gonna add 1.5 cups of Greek yogurt. And then we're gonna give this a mix. So this is our dough. We took it out and just rolled it out a little bit and created this like oval shape. So now I'm gonna cut it into 3 pieces. This is for 3 people, so I'm just gonna make it even for 3 people. So about that. So I'm just gonna make it into a ball. Use some flour if you need to. So I'm gonna put some flour on my hand. Okay, so now I made these 3 little balls. They're different sizes, but that's okay. So now I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like make a hole in the middle of the bagel to, you know, have that bagel shape. So essentially just poke a big hole like that and spread it out. Even if you don't spread it out, it could be like an English muffin kind of situation, which is totally fine too. It's also similar to how you make vadas in India. So same style here. Just want to separate to make a hole. So now we're gonna add our toppings to the bagels. We're doing jalapenos and cheese. So you can put whatever you want. Some people put, you know, cinnamon. You can put all everything but bagel seasoning. You can do just cheese, anything you want, but we're gonna do jalapenos today. So I'm just gonna poke them in here like this. I tried to get the seeds out of the middle because seeds make the jalapenos really spicy, but if you like it spicy, then of course, keep the seeds inside. I'm just gonna press it down like that. And I try to cut them fairly thin so that, you know, it won't be such a big bite of just jalapeno. And then I'm also gonna sprinkle some cheese on top. And you know what? I think it might be a better idea to put it when I'm actually on the baking sheet instead, so I'll do that instead. So I'm gonna actually bake these in the air fryer. You can use the oven if you want, but I don't feel like turning it on right now, so we're just gonna use the air fryer. So I'm gonna just line the air fryer with aluminum foil, and I'm just gonna use some spray so that the bagels don't stick to the bottom. And then I'm just gonna put my bagel into the air fryer. And so I'm gonna put cheese on the one that I didn't put on already, so. And you can be generous, you can use any type of cheese that you want. It just adds some extra protein too, so that's great. And then I'm also gonna lightly spray some more oil on the top so that the top of it cooks as well. And then we'll bake these for 30 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is the bagels out of the air fryer. Make sure to turn them halfway through so that they don't burn or anything. So we're gonna let them cool for a little bit and then we'll cut into it and show you guys. So this is the bagels out of the air fryer. Make sure to turn them halfway through so that they don't burn or anything. So we're gonna let them cool for a little bit and then we'll cut into it and show you guys. So now we're gonna cut the bagel to see the inside. So this is what it looks like. And now we can put like cream cheese, butter, avocado, whatever you want, and it'll taste good.